Hello, and
Hey,
thank you very much for your time taking of talking the case study. And to
yeah,
begin
absolutely.
with, I want you to introduce yourself. Who are you? What are you doing? And those kind of nice things.
Yeah, so my name's Nick. I am the co-owner of a family-operated web agency based out of Texas, United States, and we've operated for 10 plus years building websites for customers, and recently we've really transferred into making sure that we're driving results for our clients. So we've really needed to have fast services, fast customer responses, fast servers, all that kind of stuff, in order to drive those results. And we're even now pivoting our business even more to be more focused for B2B SaaS. So really focused around the web space and SEO and that kind of thing.
All right, thank you. And what solutions have you been using before you discovered and joined Webnestify?
Uh, Pretty much everything under the sun. I mean, we've tried things like SiteGround, Bluehost, uh, Kinsta, Rocket, having somebody else manage our hosting for us, which was out of California. They had like their own hosting data centers and everything like that. So we tried multiple solutions, but each and every time we always found that there was something holding us back. Like for instance, the self-hosted guy who had everything in his own data center, the servers were going down constantly. Like I can't remember. It was just always like our clients like, hey, what's going on with our website? Like, we go to our host guy to help figure out what's going on. And it's like, oh, the servers are down. I'm trying to make a fix. And it's just always a problem. So we tried all the other ones, like SiteGround was just too slow. Support was terrible. Uh, the caching system was awful. We like had to move away from that. Kinsta was great but expensive. Same with Rocket. It was just expensive to have that and to have that for all of our clients. We weren't able to manage everything, so we really needed somebody that could help us bring everything under one roof and that we could really trust um, on uptime and speed. So that's why we moved over to you.
I have some. So, did Webnestify actually solve your challenges with
Yeah,
previous companies?
yeah, I did. So this is probably the fastest server I've ever used. Like anytime I do a lot of coaching too to help other WordPress agencies and agency owners with their sites. And so I'll hop into their website to help them, on a Zoom call, and it's just so slow. And I'm like, what are you on? And like, oh, I'm on Kinsta, I'm on whatever. And I always thought Kinsta and Rocket were fast, right? When in the dashboard of WordPress, but ever since moving to you, it's like the fastest WordPress dashboard experience I've ever had. So it just feels like I'm in the Stone Age whenever I'm helping somebody compared to being on Webnestify. So speed number one has been a huge factor in working with you. That's helped us. The uptime, I haven't had a single, no, I've had one instance, but it wasn't your fault. It was mine, with some DNS records, but like I haven't had any downtime with the servers. Adding new websites is a breeze, having be able to have blueprints and all uh, yeah, I mean, I've had run into issues with adding websites, which you and we work personally on getting those resolved like immediately. So you're always on top of customer service. Yeah, that was another thing. Customer service, like with SiteGround, right? I was now able to get responses when I needed them. And with you, I feel like I reach out to you and you're always online. I don't know how or how you're able to do that, but every time I reach out to you, you're just there. So yeah, amazing customer service. So you've solved multiple pain points in the server end of my business that I need help with.
That's great to hear, Nick. And that's probably why at Webnestify we dedicate each single resources to you for your business. It's not one size fits all approach like other
Mm-hmm.
companies where you scale their company with your money, but with Webnestify you can scale your company with Webnestify behind your back. So that's why we are doing things differently, and everything is
Yeah.
dedicated only for your business, basically. And for the support, I'm not always there, and you probably haven't got any chance to meet my support team from US when I'm asleep.
Mm,
But yeah, sometimes there are no any issues, and if there are small issues, I'm always up on a Signal or WhatsApp, so you can reach anytime, as
yeah.
always. And yeah, thank you very much for those positive words. It's really, I mean, everything to me and Webnestify, which I built. And you already answered two questions I had for you. So let's just move to the security part, because like with shared hosting, their security measures cannot be tailored to you. It must be some general security settings where it is not great. So what are your security measures? How are you rate your servers and website security with
Yeah,
Webnestify?
yeah. So like that was a key thing too. Is we're not security experts, and we really wanted to find somebody that we could trust to just manage it for us, so that we didn't have to think about it, right? And we can offer our clients uh, those solutions without having to be the forethought leaders of it. So that's been a big help with Webnestify. Is just I feel confident in going, hey Simon, are we good? Like for instance, the recent bricks builder problem, I just reached out to him like, hey, have we had any problems with it on our websites? And you just say, I'll run a check. Nope, you're good, right? Like it was simple. I didn't have to do much more thought or anything else besides that. So yeah, being able to trust you on that end has been a headache off of my shoulders. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm constantly monitoring each site, and if there is something critical that needs to be taken care of, I always notify you. And recently, I've sent email that Webnestify had a partner up with a patch stack. I don't know if you
Hmm.
read that email, and
I did.
I now offering like 25 websites for free for the premium patch tag protection. So your sites can be also protected if you let
Oh,
me know
sweet.
if you want them.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to talk about that after. Absolutely.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, and we take pride in our security measures because everything is etiqueted to you. So there is no third
Mhm.
party or any other customer that can affect those kind of things. And yeah, that's great to hear, Nick. Okay. So in a nutshell, how do you describe overall experience with Webnestify?
In general, positive. I think the best thing to relate it to is like I am paying the most I've ever paid for hosting, but the reason is because it's taken the weight off my shoulders to not have to worry about anything. Whereas before, I would have to be constantly, reaching out to support for problems or contacting them to do things. And now it's kind of like none of those issues pop up anymore. So I don't have to have that that space in my head, focused on like what kind of server problems am I going to have today that I need to worry about. It's just all kind of gone. It's already handled. I don't know if there's things that you handle, you see, and I don't ever see it. I have no idea, but it's a weight off my shoulders. I don't have to stress about it.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes
how I'd describe it.
yeah, sometimes when I see some issues, I just straight away fix them, and you doesn't need to know because it is not affecting you. And if there is something that I need to perform, like server reboot, I will send email what time I can reboot it, so your customers are not affected.
Mhm.
And speaking of, have you noticed any positive side for your business, for your revenue since you joined Webnestify and you don't need to worry about the other thing?
Um, I'm not quite sure on revenue. I probably couldn't because I'm not doing any reselling of the services. So these are mainly for our own use cases. So like having analytics platform on our server, having our websites, my personal website, personal brands, right? So all of those are all under the server, but not our clients. So I think the only thing I could attain any like revenue portion is maybe just because of the faster websites, I'm seeing better conversion rates. So I think that's probably the only thing I could relate to an actual revenue growth.
Yeah, I see and understand. And do you know in a percentage was the conversion rate better?
I don't know, only because we're moving away from Google Analytics and then moving into we're trying one right now, but not really sure about it. So really, all of our statistics are off. It's just kind of more of like I know how people want to use a website when I'm on our websites. It's just they're fast. Like I get the information I'm looking for quickly, and I just know that's going to help with the conversions for other visitors of the website as well. So yeah, I
Okay,
don't have
I
any
see.
hard data yet.
Yeah. But it is great that you see the increased conversion, which is always great.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think the last question would be, what would you say to other companies about Webnestify? Would you recommend them?
Oh, absolutely. I recommend you probably once a month when I see somebody come up like, "Hey, I'm having server problems." Like, just go to Webnestify. That he'll solve your problem, right? For your agency. So, yeah, always will recommend Webnestify to everybody. Get on it. Sign up with Simon.
Thank you, Nick, and thank you very much for your time, for talking about this case study, and hopefully we will continue doing business together for a
Yeah,
long time.
absolutely. Thanks, man.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Okay. So bye bye then. Thank you.